The worldwide fast food sector is still growing because of the increasing demand from younger generations. At a compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 5.1%, the fast food business is projected to earn approximately USD $570 billion in revenue by 2027. The top 10 fast food chains around the globe are driving this tremendous expansion. They routinely boost market performance and revenue through exceptional product sales. Let's see some of the popular fast food chains that are shutting down. Number 1. IHOP. Another Applebee's affiliate that appears to be struggling with the expansion is IHOP. It only opened about 40 branches by the end of the year, compared to its goal of opening about 60 the year before. According to Restaurant Business, President Jay Johns announced in March that the company will prioritize renovating its current buildings over creating new ones, delaying several of their openings until 2023. According to Johns, that is how we are getting around the financial issues that make construction so costly right now. Despite having to close 200 sites due to the pandemic, IHOP has been operating successfully for nearly 64 years, having opened in 1958. Currently, the company has more than 1,600 locations in all 52 states, and it's still really popular. Last summer, Bruce Willis was pictured in an IHOP in Los Angeles, just 3 months after he announced his retirement from acting. Furthermore, 9 hours after using toothbrushes to get out of a Virginia jail last month, 2 prisoners were captured while consuming pancakes at an IHOP 6 miles away. Number 2. Cracker Barrel. A couple who happened to cross paths in a Cracker Barrel in 2020 fell in love with the location and got engaged there the following year. The chain will no longer be available in the Portland, Oregon area though, since it announced that it will be closing 3 stores. According to a spokesperson, "We are saddened that we were unable to overcome the impact the pandemic had on our business. And that is why we have decided to close the Beaverton, Tualatin, and Bend locations." In December, a second location in Oregon was closed. Although the corporation initially stated that the closure was due to poor performance, staff members told local TV station KGW8 that safety issues were the real reason behind the closure. Notwithstanding these recent closures, Cracker Barrel maintains that it intends to increase the number of its 665 stores by more than a dozen by the year's end. Number 3. Denny's. As of 2017, there were over 1,600 Denny's locations in the US, but according to Statista, by 2022 that number will have dropped to 1,445 sites. Running those restaurant locations became increasingly difficult once the epidemic struck, since the chain was experiencing staffing issues. Not even Kanye West's brunch visit after Saints soccer match could salvage the situation. A video showing 2 patrons helping a lone Denny's employee in the kitchen went viral in August as a result of the restaurant's acute labor crisis. Mashed claims that 5 more Denny's locations closed in September of last year. Due to a lawsuit, local stores in North and South Carolina, Portland, Connecticut, New York, and South Carolina were also forced to close. Due to the coronavirus outbreak, 524 employees will be laid off, and 15 facilities in New York will permanently close. In New York, warnings indicate that the closures are related to unexpected business circumstances prompted by COVID-19. The defunct Denny's locations were operated by a franchisee called Feast American Diners. Number 4. Applebee's. Nearly 300 Applebee's stores have closed since 2016. Its goals seem to have shifted, even though it had earlier said that it planned to eventually develop in 2023. During an earnings call at the beginning of March, Tony Moralejo, the president of the company, said that building new stores and restaurants would be challenging and costly. By the end of 2022, the chain had 1,569 total restaurants after shutting down 13 and adding 4 new ones in the US. It hasn't been without controversy though. A franchise owner made the suggestion last year that worker remuneration should be cut due to inflation, which sparked backlash. Additionally, the eatery was compelled to apologize for running a lighthearted commercial during live coverage of the invasion of Ukraine. Number 5. Burger King. Formerly the second biggest burger chain in the US, Burger King said it will lay off 424 workers in order to close 26 sites, the bulk of which are in the Detroit area. Due to unforeseen business circumstances, the chain said that store closings began on March 17th and will continue into the following month. The announcement was made not long after a major Burger King franchisee, Tom's King Holdings, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January. It was once thought to be among the best Burger King franchisees in the country. But in 2018, it filed for bankruptcy and announced plans to liquidate 90 of its locations in Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, and Illinois. Even though Burger King is among the most well-known burger enterprises in the world, it has recently had some financial troubles despite its vast renown and notoriety. In 2020, Wendy's overtook it to take second place as the biggest burger franchise in the country. Subsequently, Burger King's traffic and sales declined as rival fast food chains started to reach their pre-pandemic levels from the year prior. Number 6. Buffalo and Wild Wings. This popular sports bar and chicken restaurant has been closing locations despite its popularity, yet it still has over 1,000 around the country. Scrape Hero data from the beginning of March indicates that the company currently has 1,234 locations, which is around 45 fewer than the 1,279 locations it had in November 2020. That is, however, a relatively small adjustment in comparison to other eateries, whose operations have diminished. There have been closures in Colorado, Illinois, Florida, and Virginia in the last 12 months. The business made headlines earlier this year for its clever response to the frivolous $9 million lawsuit brought by a disgruntled customer who claimed that the boneless wings on the menu weren't really wings. Number 7. Boston Market. From a peak of about 1,200 locations in the 1990s, Boston Market now only has about 330 locations in the U.S. The restaurant was formerly well known for its rotisserie chicken, but its position in the market is now in jeopardy due to the food's widespread availability in supermarkets. Insider claims that in 2021, a shortage of employees put pressure on them, leading to a walkout that resulted in the closure of 10% of all stores. We must take steps to ensure our operational structure will support long-term sustainability, CEO Francis Allen stated in a letter at the time. We routinely examine our real estate portfolio and geographic coverage to assess the location's ongoing viability. As of August 2023, delinquent vendors and former employees were suing Boston Market more and more. Statements from both current and former Boston Market executives claim that the new owner has run the business into the ground, and it's only a matter of time until the chain closes its doors. Number 8. Starbucks. Which fast food chain is the biggest worldwide? With $26.5 billion in sales last year, Starbucks is the biggest fast food business in the world as of 2020. Starbucks Corporation is a transnational American chain of coffee shops with its main office located in Seattle, Washington. Starbucks is the biggest network of coffee shops in the world, catering to connoisseurs of fine coffee who like lighter roasts. In addition to serving hot and cold beverages, Starbucks also offers whole bean coffee, espresso coffee latte, micro-ground instant coffee known as VIA, full and loose leaf teas, including Teavana tea products, Evolution fresh juices, Frappuccino beverages, La Boulange pastries, and snacks like chips and crackers. In addition, Starbucks offers several items that are unique to the area in which it's located, such as its well-known pumpkin spice latte. Starbucks does not use a franchise model. Instead, its shops are owned by the corporation. Number 9. Subway. Subway is a privately held American restaurant chain that specializes in selling salads and submarine sandwiches, or subs. Physicians Associates is the company that owns and runs Subway. Although it doesn't own a single location, the business gets 8% of each franchise's sales. In 2020, there will be 43,600 more Subway locations worldwide than any other restaurant. 5 regional locations assist Subway's global operations, which are based out of its Milford, Connecticut international headquarters. In terms of both restaurant operators and single-brand chains, Starbucks is the biggest in the world. Number 10. Restaurant Brands International. In 2014, U.S. fast food business Burger King and Canadian coffee shop and restaurant chain Tim Hortons merged to form Restaurant Brands International, a worldwide fast food holding company with operations in both Canada and the U.S. The merger was valued at USD $12.5 billion. 3G Capital, a Brazilian investment firm that previously held a 51% share in Burger King, is the company's principal owner. The Toronto and New York stock exchanges are where the corporation is openly traded. 2017 saw the business grow and add Popeyes to its portfolio. In 2020, Restaurant Brands International ranked 7th in the world's fast food chains by revenue, having made USD $5.35 billion in the previous year. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye. Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.